character styles can be used to apply more isolated formatting to text in InDesign. For example, to make text bold, italic, red, underlined, so on and so forth. Let's take a look at a few examples of how you might use character styles to format text inside of InDesign. Now, I'm beginning this video with the characterstyles.indd file already open on my computer. And just to show you, we already have paragraph styles applied. So I'm currently on page 4 of my document, and I'll go ahead and zoom in so we can see this a little bit better. And I'm going to go ahead and click inside of here with my type tool. We can see that we have the body paragraph style applied to this. Now, what we're going to do is down towards the bottom of the first column, we have a reference to a French film called Emmanuelle, and we'd like to italicize that. Now, if I simply highlight this word and change the font style to italic, I'm achieving the same result. But what that's really doing is it's actually creating a local override inside of my copy. And in addition, it kind of forces me to manually apply italic to the text whenever I want to do so. So a more efficient way to do this would be to actually create a character style that I can reuse over and over again. And using a character style also helps me in a number of other areas and technologies that InDesign uses for other features. So what I'm going to do is, with Emmanuelle selected, I'm going to go to my character styles this time. And I'm going to Option or Alt-click on the Create New Style button. And we're going to create a new style, and we're going to call this italic. Now, here's a very important point that I like to make. You'll notice in the style settings, the only property that's being recorded in this style is italic. And a lot of people ask me the question, well, why isn't it recording the font and the size and the leading, which are also character attributes? Well, the reason that that's not happening is because the paragraph style is controlling all of those properties. And by creating a new character style from text that already is originating in a paragraph style, the character style is only picking up what's different. So it's basically only pulling in the override that I currently have. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the style to the selection, and I'll go ahead and click OK. And now we can see that we have this italic character style applied. What we could do is, if we scroll down a little bit more, let's just highlight any old word. I really don't care which one it is. I'll highlight the word adventure, and I'll click on italic. And you can see how that now efficiently applies that style to the text. Well, let's look at another example, and it also demonstrates the power of using character styles. Let's say, for whatever reason, I wanted to make reinvention italic. Remember, this is a totally different formatting, a totally different paragraph style that's applied. But if I click italic, you can see that it, without any question, makes that text italic. Now, it's a little bit of an odd situation here because the text is bold and it's actually removing the bold and just applying italic. But the point I like to make here is that when you create a character style and you only define italic within that style, you can use that in a number of different places inside of InDesign. For example, captions and headings and body copy and you name it. That character style can be reused over and over again. Now, let's take a look at another example. I'm going to go ahead and come up here to my drop cap, because I'd also like to make the drop cap, whenever I use it, be a pink or red style. Now, this drop cap style is actually a paragraph style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a character style whose only job is to make things red. I'm going to go to my character styles panel. I have nothing selected right now. So I'm going to go ahead and Option click on the new character style button. And I'm just going to name this red. Now, I'm going to go to the character color property here, and I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to choose this Toyo 0047. And if I go back to general, we can see that the only thing that this character style is doing is going to make things the Toyo 0047 color. I'm going to uncheck Apply Style to Selection because I don't want to make it the default style. and I'll go ahead and click OK. You can see that now we have a new character style called red. Now, if we go to our Paragraph Styles panel, I'm going to right-click on Body Drop Cap, and I'm going to choose Edit Body Drop Cap. I'm going to go down here to the Drop Caps and Nested Styles section, and you can see that my drop cap is defined right here. But notice that within the drop cap category, I can also choose a character style. Well, I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to choose the red character style that I just created. And when I click OK, you're going to see that it's automatically making that drop cap the red color defined by the character style. Just as a demonstration, if I click on another paragraph and I apply my body drop cap, you can see that it made the S the drop cap, and it's making it the red color that I defined inside of my paragraph style. I'm going to go ahead and switch that back to body, press Command Option 0 to fit the spread to my window. Now, one other point that I'd like to make is if I go back down to this page here, let's go ahead and zoom in where it says Emmanuel. Remember, this text is different from what I defined inside of the body paragraph style. So you would think that if I went to my paragraph styles panel, that body would show a plus sign. Well, not when you use a character style, because when I jump to my character styles, you can see that it's telling me that the italic character style is being used. But in my paragraph style, it's not displaying it as an override. The reason for that is because when you apply a character style to your text, it's not considered an override. If I were to highlight just a regular word and make it italic, then it considers it an override. But if I apply a italic character style, it no longer considers that an override. Hopefully now you have a better understanding of how character styles in conjunction with paragraph styles can be a 1-2 punch when formatting text inside of InDesign.